All right. Hello, hello. Great. I'm hearing myself. I think this is the fifth time I'm streaming and I still don't have the sound down. But we're getting there. Yeah, let's put on some chill background music. I really need chill background music for painting, so there we go.
Is het goede mic? Klinkt niet even lekker als normaal.
Oh. Okay, I turned off noise suppression. I hope the sound is better now. Great. Starting out great. I'm getting all these signals from my husband, like, You know, I think it's Microsoft Teams that messes with the stuff. Does it? And my husband is like nodding profusely. I just had a Microsoft Teams meeting, so I think that's what happened. I'm just taking my sweet time setting up. There we go. Let's change the mic. Should be this one. I'll never use Microsoft Teams again. Okay, is it better now? Yeah? Better now? Okay, yes. Alright. What are we gonna do today? We're having 2 packs today. I hope you're looking forward to these two, because these are the 2 newest ones, but I know this one is more popular, Destined Rivals. But honestly, so far, the pulls have been pretty good, but I haven't yet gotten any of the chase cards, so sadly, my local shops, because I don't buy them online, don't allow you to buy more than 1 pack per person because of scalpers. So that's a bit sad. But sorry, I'm just turning the volume of the music down for me a little bit. But yeah, so for me it's like I would rather have a little bit of a mix. I've got some others for next week. So Yeah, I'm fine with this, but it's a bit sad that that is the case, that you cannot really get more packs than just one per person. Um, it's literally a battlefield out there getting Pokemon cards nowadays. But yeah, I just buy them for fun. No scalping here. I don't sell Pokemon cards. I just like to look at them and maybe hopefully in the future play with them. I actually found some people who can teach me how to play Pokemon trading card game. So hopefully soon. Also, if you're just starting out watching this, do you have a drink? Get a drink. It's like 31 degrees Celsius right now in the Netherlands. I sound like a weather person. Um, so I'm having a glass of lemonade because we really need to keep hydrated in this weather. That's good. Um, yeah, I already got my setup, so I think I'm just gonna start on wrapping these boosters. Anyone have a preference which one goes first? Are we gonna do Destined Rivals or Journey Together first? I don't know. I don't have a preference. So I don't mind either one of them. I have ADHD. I cannot choose. But yeah, okay. We'll just do Eenie, meenie, miny, mo in Dutch. Ine, mine, mutte, 10 pond grutte. Ine, mine, mutte is de baas. Maar jij mag de baas niet zijn, want jij bent nog veel te klein. Alright, so that means Journey Together. It's the first one. If you could understand that and you're not Dutch, and you've tried to learn Dutch, congratulations, you're now fluent in Dutch. Nice booster pack ASMR. I'm always so careful with this one, or like with this method of opening. But I have really long nails, so. Okay, this time I'm doing it the right way. Okay. Maybe one day I'll use those. One to the front. Oh. And shabam. Nice. I can use those actually because I want to build largely like a grass Pokemon deck. I know that that's not a thing in the world of trading card game like Pokemon TCG, but I just love me some grass Pokemon. Have I seen this one before? This is a dope card though. I love when they include backgrounds in the art. I love that. Wilmer. Okay, so for those who've never watched these kind of streams, I pick the Pokemon that I really, really like. Usually it's a lot because I don't have very clear preferences. And then from that stack, I'll let chat decide which Pokemon I'm gonna paint later on in the stream. So my voice is really dry, by the way, so sorry if I start coughing a bit. So Wilmer goes on the cutie pile. Oh! And that's Bulbasaur guarding them. Zorua, an Zorua. That is actually a really, really nice one. And I really love the background art as well. I have so many, like, from other series, the Zorua and I think it's not Alolan, but is it Alolan Zorua? Like the Zoroark, like the white one? That one is dope. I love this card. Gonna put it on. Cutie. Oh my god! Okay, so N is just getting all the cute Pokemon with gorgeous backgrounds. This is so cute. Look at all the... Are they no, they're not forget-me-nots, but they're cute blue flowers. Okay, I wouldn't mind painting this. Oh, nice. Yeah, actually, for the sake of like compact stream, I don't do the really, really large and complicated Pokemon. So, for example, Cobraja would be a little bit too difficult of a design for me to finish within like 2 hours of this whole thing. But this is a dope card. I'm not mad about that. Oh, is it a Hisuian Zoroark? Oh, thanks, Tom. Like, my brain is really letting me down. And Skasta. Dang. If those were slides, that would be so cool, but they're all stairs. He must have the strongest glute ever, if that is his Skasta. Or he lets his Pokemon carrying him around. Oink alone. Oh, that is very cute, actually. But I like Lechonk a little bit better. I'm very much a fan of the basic evolutions. I'm a basic bitch. But that is a very cute card. I love it when they're inside of like a home, actually like participating in daily life, in your daily life. That is so cute. Ooh, that is a really, really nice reversed hollow Torchic. That is so cute. Again with the flower field. I don't mind painting a flower field today. It is really just summer here already. Oh! Oh! Okay, get the sleeves, Yeah, okay. Hello, cone-shaped cactus. I just pulled one of my chase cards for this series. Hobbs Wooloo, full art card. Look at the gorgeous. That is amazing. Oh, thank you, cone-shaped cactus. That is dope. Yeah, it is Wooloo. That is so cool. Yeah, I forgot to... Thanks, cone-shaped cactus. That means a lot on stream. Yeah, sub for the Wooloo. Sub for this insane Hobbs Wooloo pool. I'm gonna very carefully sleeve this, but this was literally one of my chase cards, so what the frick? Okay, very, very carefully. And it's a Noivern. That is cool. But Noivern is it's not my favorite, but I really like the art though. Very dynamic. Alright. But sorry, Noivern, you got you got beaten by Hobbs Wooloo. I'm very, very pleased with this. Oh, what is nerve-wracking? I don't want to damage it. With the long nails. I don't know how the girls do that with the super long nails and then like unwrapping stuff. You need scissors for everything. But yeah. This is really nice. I don't want to scream, but I kind of want to. Alright, second one. So for the Journey Together pack, we have Wailmer, and Zorua, and Zaramaka, Torchic, and Wooloo. I'm not gonna paint Hop, because that defeats the purpose of painting Pokemon. Maybe one day I'll paint the characters too. But as of now, I only do the Pokemons. Because I am scared of drawing humans. Because my forte is botanicals and objects and not humans. But I do want to learn, like, better anatomy and stuff. Okay. So we've got Giovanni here. So cool. I love Mewtwo. Our angsty, existential, emo boy. Or no, he's very much an it. Oh yeah, Canazadas, hello. No, you actually, sorry, you did miss my chase card, Hobbs Wooloo. Like, what? How did this happen? I am very pleased today. So this is the pile we can pick from later on. Alright, next one. Starting out well again, because I also very much love spooky Pokemon. Ooh, Electabuzz. I like a classic Pokemon. Electroslug, oops. What the hell is Electroslug? Are you gonna throw a nasty slug at me? Yeah, Wooloo is the bomb. I love Wooloo so much. Oh, double. Actually, Electabuzz, they can go in the nice pile, in the cutie pile. Double card. We already got this one last stream, which is still, I really love the background art. That is really cool. Ooh. Is anyone hyped for the new Pokemon game that has been announced? Like, I thought it was gonna be about Zygarde, but that hasn't been spoiled yet. But yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA, and there was a lot of Porygon Z featured in the trailer, so, or at least in some of the promo materials. So I am kind of keen on seeing more Porygon, because I think Porygon is dope, but this one is evil. Like, look at that data center behind it. That's insane. So yeah, Porygon can go on the cutie pile, even though it's not like traditionally cute. Oh, that is so okay. Love me a Rotom appliance. That is so fun. So we got the oven one. It now actually reminds me of the game Date Everything. Rotom is like the Pokemon version of Date Everything. Because literally every appliance can turn into a person. Right? Rotom is like literally Date Everything Pokemon version. But yeah, this one is cool. I'm gonna put it on the cutie pile. Oh, dope. That is a really cool card. It's not shiny, but it doesn't have to be for me. I love this one. And it's dark. I love using dark. Giovanni's cool Nidoqueen. But that one is a bit hard to draw in a very short amount of time. Ooh. I love Ampharos. Actually, I think one of my most favorite Pokemon are the sheep Pokemon. And when I discovered that, like, the evolution, like, way back in the day, like 90s, or was it early 2000s, when this line of Pokemon just came out, I was in love with, like, Flaffy and those kind of Pokemon, and then it turned into an Ampharos. The disappointment I had that suddenly it was a bald sheep. But yeah, Ampharos is still okay. I'm sorry, Ampharos. You look a little bald. Oh, Oh, Sudowoodo, yeah, Sudowoodo is a steel type, no? So it's like a theater decor tree or something. Ooh, the granite cape again. I love this. That's also cool art. Smolev. Actually, I'm really happy with this card because this is a Yukamori card and I collect those. I have my collection right over here next to me. I can't pull it out of the closet. But this is a Yukamori card. It looks like it's like 3D rendered and then like photoshopped or something, but it's literally a clay figure. Yeah, it looks like a Pikmin character. Absolutely, it's just as derpy. But okay. Sorry, I'm really like shutting down because I am too enthusiastic about this card. I may not show it, but I need to learn that on camera. So this is my collection of Yukamori cards and art cards of artists that I collect. And we're going to put it in there because this is a dope card. And then you actually get to see my collection. It's not very big yet, but maybe later. So these are watercolor cards. I'm not gonna show you them all now. I'll do that in a different video or stream, but yeah, these are my Yukamori cards. They're all clay. There's a considerable amount already. There we go. I'm gonna put Smolev underneath here. Oh wow. There we go. Next to Garablast. And a full art of Apom. That one was really cool too. But yeah, I love the clay art. Might have something to do with my obsession with miniatures. Alright, last two cards. And then we're gonna choose which one I'm gonna paint. So, there we go. Oh, okay. Damn, Cynthia's power weight. Is she a lifter? Is Cynthia a freaking lifter? That makes her even cooler. She's like goth queen and power lifter. Alright, next one. Arfen's Gradient. Double card. See, okay, so I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but so far, Destined Rivals has not been kind to me. Other ones have been kinder with insane pulls, but Destined Rivals, I think only one art card. So, Alright, let's see what we got. A lot from the other. Alright, we can do tournament style. Where they just hold up two Pokemon and you just scream who should F off. But we've got Whalmer to choose from. I can try to do a poll, but I think we're with not that many viewers, so it's fine if you just scream out the name in chat and I'll look through it and see who got the most screams. So we've got Whalmer, Zorua, Darumaka, Torchic, Wooloo, Electabuzz, and Porygon, and Heatrotom. So which one are we gonna pick? Just scream in chat. 3, 2, 1. I need a name so I can start drawing. Oh, are we gonna do 2 cards again? I don't that might take a whole lot of time though, so. But I see a lot of Wooloo. So. Hehehe. Yeah, now I already put Smoliv away in my collection. I think Smoliv was Scarlet and Violet, and then Wooloo was Sword and Shield. So it's like we've got the Mediterranean Pokemon and the British Pokemon. So very strange mix of like putting those two Pokemon together. So I think we've got Wooloo then. So let's go for that. No taking backsies. It is Wooloo. Because it's a fucking dope card. Okay, Bulbasaur, you can hold it up for me. There we go. I hope. Should probably. Yeah. Let's see if it wants to be a little bit more. Yeah. I hope this is visible. Alright, let's start drawing. I might steal the background of a different card. Because I'm not going to use online references today, it's just the cards. Actually, I just now realized this one is standing in like the Spider-Man pose. I really love this one. Like the Glade. So I might try to do that because it is way too difficult for my skill level and I just want to fail on camera. So let's go. Okay, a little border for myself. There we go. Trying to be a little bit quicker than last week. Go. I think I'm gonna put a tree here, or maybe a bit more to the back. Yeah, here. Some flowers. I really like the idea of actually doing that card at home. But yeah, streams can only be so long. Otherwise we'll be sitting here for like 6 hours painting and watching paint dry. Okay, Wooloo. I might need a little extra reference of Wooloo from the front because this is only from the side and I am going with a sleeping Pokemon theme today again. Hehe. So let me do that. Look up the Wooloo. So Wooloo. Oh, so adorable. And they have the plush and everything. Oh, I got the perfect reference. I want to use that. I'm not showing it. But basically, okay, we want to have Wooloo a little bit bigger in the middle. Might adjust the size a little bit afterwards, but big ball of fluff in the middle of a gorgeous, gorgeous meadow glade. It's just a ball. Don't know if you can see that. Just blocking out shapes here. And it's just a round thing. Let's see, the head is there. I feel like I'm drawing a big ball of dung. Big pile of poo. So that's one ear. It's kind of fun because I'm learning about Pokemon anatomy like each week. Each week I have to do a different kind of animal anatomy. It's really a brain exercise. Cute little bangs. Let's see if I'm having the correct proportions. I'll perfect it later. There we go. It will be Wooloo in my style. I mean, I probably should be working towards developing my own style anyway. Maybe put the card a little bit in so you can see what the heck my inspiration is. Bulbasaur, please hold it for me. Yeah. And the little horns. Oh my god. That is adorable. So small. Teeny little horns. Okay, let me get the... Oh, the face is right underneath here. And there we go. And then the braid is connected to the bangs. Ah, okay. There we go. And it goes there. And it has a little tuft on the end. Also good. This one going the other way. And they're sleeping. Okay, but first the ear on this side. On this side. Hope at doing the facial proportions well. There you go. That's the second ear. Don't know if you can see. I feel like they're looking this way a bit. Well, they're sleeping, but on the nose. Wait. Nose first. Oh. Okay. I think the nose is like a little heart shape, but like an elongated heart shape. And then they have a super tiny little mouth. I almost wanted to draw a little molar in there, but then I remembered it's a sheep. But it's always cute when like anime characters are like sleeping and they have like one little molar. But no, Anna, it's a sheep. Just this part a little bit for the correct perspective. Oh, I think the horns are like above the eyes. So this one should go here. It's fine. And now for the cutesy sleepy eyes. Actually, the open eyes are kind of iconic, but I already drew like a sleeping pose. It'd be weird if they were like having their eyes open like a fucking psychopath. Cute sheepy sheep. No psychopath. Okay, that is cute. And then the attack is like smash kick. Like, ah, oh, such a cute sheep. You get like hit square in the face by the hooves. Sorry, that is the doorbell. It is probably one of those neighborhood kids again that are really bored and they really want our attention. Because we are such nice people. And we always answer the door. So they keep coming back. Okay, it is wool time. Fluff time. I'm putting my hand in front of it a lot. Sorry about that. I really want to have like a camera setup where it's like floating like somewhere here and it looks down. But I'm stuck with whatever this thing is. Can't really show it. But you know, when the colors go on, you can really start seeing. Where shall I put the feet? The cute little feet. How do sheep sleep? Sheep sleep. Because they got like little cute hooves, but do they like tuck them in like a cat? And do they breed? Or do they just stand? Should have looked better at all the sheep I've seen in the UK. Well, here's the little tail at least. Oh wait, they're like... Yeah, no. I'm really bad at doing a sheep impression. But I think the hooves are tucked in to the back. There should be flowers in front of them here. Little bit of grass. Sleepy, sleepy. I'm gonna make it like indiscernible flowers. They're just fantasy flowers. Nothing special. Just for the pretty. A little bit like impressionist flowers. They're just there. You don't know which ones they are. I don't like this one. It's too big. Let's see. Just here. Some more to this side. There's gonna be some grass over here. And then some trees in the back. It's a lovely little glade. Speaking of glades, do people here know Tiny Glade? Because that is an awesome game if you love like cute settings like this. Such a peaceful, like, world building kind of game. I love it. You can also go completely ham in it and make huge cities and whatnot. But that will take you hours. But it's worth it. Some of those projects look absolutely insane and so cool. But we're here for the wooloo. Trees should never be straight. I say during Pride Month. Little bush. Another tree over here. I'm using the Darumaka card for the landscape reference, and then we've got wooloo as a topic from the other one. On this side, a little bit more pronounced. This is gonna be a little bit of a challenge in how I'm gonna do it with the lighting, but that'll be fun to figure out. Let's see, there's a canopy here. And then there's a tree over here in all of its glory. Boop. Oh, it's way in the back. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Should put it way further in the back. Okay, but I'm already like loving this scene though. That is cute as fuck. I think, okay, because I haven't talked about this in the stream at all actually, but Twitch has changed their prerequisites to attain affiliate or to become affiliate, and so now I'm suddenly affiliate, but I'm a I was really surprised when I got the email like, congratulations, like you have been admitted to the affiliate program or whatever it said, and I literally was like, no. I don't want ads on my videos. So I haven't turned on ads yet, but I'm really wondering if I'll ever do it. Maybe if, you know, if it really starts to become a problem, my Pokemon card buying habit. But yeah, so far I've not really done a lot of stuff for affiliate. I really want some emotes. I really have such a cute character drawn by my friend Aquafoxcos. She also streams here on Twitch, and she has like really cute emotes, and I am planning on having kind of like character emotes as well. So be looking out for that. If you subscribe, then definitely there will be stuff, but it's not in place yet, so you know that it's not. I don't expect anyone to subscribe because I don't have a lot of subscriber perks yet, but oh ho ho, they will be coming. I think also with like you have like bits and you can have different whatchamacallit, different like emojis for the bits signs, like how much bits you earned or something. Like I want to change all those things and make it my own, and alerts and those kind of stuff, that kind of stuff. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna paint. This is the sketch. Do I have any welding? I don't think I have my trusty handy dandy eraser. Like I do have this one, but I don't have my proper eraser. So I'm just gonna be very careful about this. And hope that the lines don't show through eventually in the final product. But you know, when watercolor paintings have a little bit of line showing underneath it, I usually don't mind because it looks like nice and hand drawn. I don't know what anyone here prefers. Do you prefer like clear lines with a watercolor, or do you want it more like realistic looking, blurry, stuff like that? What am I gonna start with? Just very carefully and softly do maybe a little bit of an outline for Wooloo, because I don't want to lose the shape in like the whole background. So do I have my brown pen here with me? Yeah. So just gonna take out a colored pencil for that. So just blurring it out. Also, I'm still using my, well, rag for painting, but this one I got in Kyoto when I first went to Japan early, I don't know, 2015 or something. That was such a good time. So it's gonna be a little bit of mixed media today. Bit of watercolor, bit of colored pencil, I think. I never use colored pencil, so this is gonna be an experimental painting for me. But I was feeling like it. So let's start. Let's see what kind of brushes I'm gonna use. Like, I've got my brush pack here with me. Also showing it off. It's like a leather bundle filled with all, like, not all my brushes, but with a lot of them. Nice for taking, well, I wouldn't say on a picnic. I actually took it on a picnic, but I mean like for painting outings and stuff like that. Alright, I want to establish a little bit of a sense of the background first, so I'm gonna do that. There we go. Just filling in the canopy a little bit. And it's very sunny in the reference, so hoping I can translate that very sunny feeling in the painting too, but we'll have to see. I wonder if you can hear my painting noises, because I've turned the noise suppression off, because apparently it was not very good. Alright. Just gonna fill in all the spaces that are like being lit by the sunlight. With yellow color, and hoping I don't muck it up. Hope it makes sense, because there will be a little bit of shadow underneath Wooloo. So, and it looks like the light is coming from that side. So this will be all lit up. I don't know, but sleeping Pokemon make me so excited. I don't know what it is. I've said it before on stream, like I'm obsessed with the sleepy Pokemon. And we've got some sunlight there on the tree. and the rest is shadowy. Ooh, that is a really beautiful color. Like in the back I can see that. Wait, let me show you. There's like a whole landscape in the back there. And I'm just attempting to emulate a little bit of that. But yeah, I don't have much time to do it. So this is an attempt. I'll just fill it all in. And then the little green there is here. There we go. I hope this is relaxing, even though I swear a lot. Can't help myself. I should probably put an H marker on my streams because I have a problem swearing. Maybe it's the ADHD. Or maybe it's Maybelline. We need a little bit of a sky outside. There we go. Ooh, I love this. A little bit of sense of depth. Okay, now that needs to dry properly. Let's see. It's nothing much yet, but something. Okay, now the tree trunks. They have a really nice, like, almost turquoisey color in the back. So just a little bit of blue. I think it actually gets darker the higher it is because of the leaves throwing like shade on the trunk. Okay. And that one is a little bit more yellow. Oh, sorry, I'm just talking to myself when I paint. I don't know, does anyone else paint here? That wants to hear me talk about painting stuff? Give, like, product recommendations? It's fine if you don't want to. Actually recently subscribed to someone who does watercolor on Twitch as well. Lana does art, and that's literally the first time I mean I'm new on Twitch, but that I found art people on Twitch, and I was like so excited. I was like a little kid. I want to have some more leaves in the back. also very, very faint and sheer. And that's what watercolor is when you apply the first layer. It's almost invisible. Well, some people do watercolors differently, of course, but I mean, a lot of people start out with the lighter colors, and you almost barely can see it on camera. But oh, trust me, when you start layering it up, you'll start to see what's happening. Nice tree here. And a shady patch. Shady area there too. Now I need to be smart about this, because there's some lighter areas in front of the shady parts that need to be left out. But obviously, this is a digital made art piece, and doing this kind of effect with watercolors is a pain in the arse. So yeah, I don't know if that word was better. No, probably not. Okay, there we go. A little bit more shade here. I feel like this is gonna be a longer run, y'all. So don't be afraid to just turn back in an hour and see where I am at that point. Because watercolor is one of those things that just take a little bit more time. Yeah, gotta appreciate the waiting time for paints to dry. But then you have something real nice if that happens, like if you can manage to be a little bit more patient. For me, this is just ADHD therapy. Practicing to be patient. So pretty. Cutesy Hulu. I'm really enjoying the process. If I go really quiet, it means I'm in the zone. Maybe a watery, whitish yellow with a little bit added blue, making a nice watered down green. I needed more watered down. There we go. Let's see if this has any effect. Ooh. I do like that. Just put a little bit of splotches everywhere for leaves. Actually, like really far in the back of the Darumaka card, so very faint you can see Like there's shrubs in the distance. So there's a different clearing in the back. So I want to kind of emulate that a bit. Gotta be careful with that one because it's still really wet over there, so I don't want to spill over in other areas with that color. There's a lot of moss on those trees too. Oh, I love moss. Please let me know if you love moss. Because I judge the character of people by if they love moss. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, if you love moss, you're the MVP. I need more people that love moss openly and proudly. Branch here. Okay, I'm just a little bit starting to fill some darker tints in so I can get to work on Wooloo, the figure itself, because I don't want to start with the main figure first because there'll be like I'll make mistakes in contrast in the paint and stuff like that. Need to build it up slowly. Oh, there's a rock in front of this tree. I don't want to paint the rock. I can't stop associating the word rock with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's what my brain likes to do. It's a real problem. Oh, I like that color. Yeah, so the way I paint, it's just all an experiment. I don't have some setup like color scenario or whatever. I mean, you choose the card, so I really don't have any time in preparing for any of this. So it's just here we go. See what happens. And if it's shit, it's shit. And if it's not, oh, great. I'm happy. There we go. I need more white. Actually, for a watercolorist, I'm an avid white user to just tone down colors. Sometimes you really just cannot mix the right colors if you don't use white in them. Maybe you can if you're a better artist than me, but I need to learn that stuff. Yeah, bit of shading. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the background alone for now. Maybe this area here. Did I really saturate it? it a little bit darker around the figure. There we go. No, the shadow should be very saturated too. Hum, 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 hum. Yeah, this one is gonna be a challenge. I've challenged myself. I really want to do it right. Just switching brushes. Kind of deciding if I let it a little bit more painterly or if I'm gonna start add details later on too. In the background, that is. Right, that tree is a little bit more in the front. Actually, stuff growing there too. Okie dokie, and I'll just let the background dry. Now for Wooloo. Wooloo is white. Well, the fur is white. So that will be probably a complete mix of all the colors that the background is reflecting onto the fur or the wool. Because you can see here my art analysis of a Pokemon card. Here we go. You can see that there's like blue, green, like a lot of like blue-green mix of the wool color. But there's like because the meadow is green colored, so it has like green underlighting or like the backlighting. No, I don't know. What is it called? It has a term. But yeah, so I'm gonna attempt that effect of lighting, which will be cool if that works out for me. Oh, my voice is so creaky today. Little bit of blue. Just attempting to paint an underlayer for the wool color. Oh no, that's too dark. Mixing is hell. Let's see. There we go. It's like painting grapes. All like round shapes and too cute. Alright. I think I'm gonna put more shading here. like the blue shading better. So we're gonna go with that again. Not with the paint gray I just got. I broke my own rule of painting with colors as shadows instead of grays and whites and blacks. So let's go. Let's attempt that. Yeah, I like that way better. So on this side, it's much darker because it's on the forest side. Here we go. I wonder, like, what is the most underrated Pokemon according to you? Because I always kind of had that idea that Wooloo wasn't very popular, and then it turned out Wooloo was actually really popular. I was completely wrong about that. So, do you have like any Pokemon that you think is severely underrated and should have more attention? I mean, everyone is different, so it doesn't really matter what kind of Pokemon it is. Ooh, I like that effect. I'm just gonna make this one block of color because it doesn't read nicely. Sometimes I'm just checking in the camera like, does it read on screen? But this is what we got right now. A little ball of wool. Hopefully done today. So I'm taking my sweet time today. I'm not hurrying myself up. Just gonna enjoy this whole process. And my process is slow as fuck. I'm already looking forward to. Thank you, Tom. I don't know, I just really like drawing sleepy Pokemon. And so probably that is the most easy for me to do. Sorry, I need a big stretchy. Because I can't feel my leg. Oh, my butt is ouch. I don't have the best setup here because this is a French chair, like a French antique desk chair, and it is not ergonomic at all, and it hurts my butt. And I just got it for aesthetics because I'm a loser. Just get yourself an ergonomic chair if you're over 30. Well, also if you're under 30, because the earlier you start with the correct posture, this is for all you shrimps out there, the earlier you start with the correct posture, the less painful it's gonna get when you're older. This is a PSA. I literally wish I could just go back to my younger self and tell her to like straighten up. But yeah. We all hate the adults that tell us to do so. I'm just layering a little bit of shadow in here. There we go. Not too much. I'm slow and I love it. I'm gonna do I think the face and then go from there because I need a little bit of contrast right now. Because the face is like a very dark brown. But I do want to have it read as like there's light on it. So let me start with a different color. Like the light yellow I was going with. I will have to wait until that dries though. Whoops. I can do the shady parts. Obviously, I will draw the face on better when I'm almost done. I've got the ears. I love this brown for Wooloo. There we go. I think I'm leaving a little bit of light on top of the ear there. Okay, I'll come back to that later. And the face. I can fill it in a bit more. Yeah, this the sleepers. It sounds like you're talking about spies. Oh, these sleeper spies, they're so cute. I love sleeper spy Pokemon. I think you lost me there a little bit. I was gone into the world of Pokemon and chilling in grass meadows. My brain tends to do that. Yeah. I think the only Pokemon game so far that has really hammered down the fact that Pokemon are freaking deadly is Pokemon Legends Arceus, where they actually like tell you to Pokeball the fuck up because otherwise you dead. She's Louise. Don't do anything nefarious in chat. I am so excited about this. I really want to finish it on stream, but I will understand if people just clock out because this will take a while. This is live painting and yeah, it does take that long. There we go. Sorry about the background noise. I wish I didn't live on such a busy street. Ooh. I'm really starting to like the contrast a little bit more. Okay, now the horns. Are they also brown? They're a little bit more gray, but very brown nonetheless. Oh yeah, to be a Pokemon just lying in the grass. There we go. Alright. Now the tail. So, yeah, I'm doing a little Bob Ross action here with the water and my brushes. I'm not gonna do the tail yet because that's gonna be a very dark color and I'm gonna go over it later. Okay, so we have this now. First layer. Gonna do the foreground and go from there and see how I can build up the color a little bit. Just blur this out a little bit. I want this area to be much darker. But also much greener. So that's what we'll do. think I might cheat this time because I have gouache and I have colored pencils. I might go over it with colored pencils. Commission on stream. I mean, I can open up a commission tab on Ko-Fi. Absolutely. And that's actually a pretty neat idea. If it's just like Pokemon, I'll paint it. I love painting Pokemon. And if it's like a more difficult Pokemon, I can divide it in like 2 streams or a longer stream. Yeah, Pokemons. So no, absolutely. If you would like to Twitch whisper me or contact me on Instagram or through other ways because I know you, then definitely we can do something. Have you noticed that I find it very hard to focus on painting and on talking to? I think that's normal, but it is definitely a challenge today. Oh, for your gaming space. Nice. I mean, I have so much like artist alley art also for I've got like a Vincent van Gogh inspired painting with like a mega evolved, or like no, not mega evolved, the other one, Espion on it. It looks so dope. I love Pokemon art for my spaces. I wanna put up more Pokemon art, but I already have all my walls filled up. Might change it sometimes. Oh, that's the wrong brush. I want one for leaves. There we go. I'm still like, okay, artist talk, I guess. I'm using Korean vegan brushes that I bought in Korea. There we go. And I love these, the Hwahong brushes. They're synthetics, but they do the job. And I pick them up from my holder above any other like brush that I've inherited from my dad that has like squirrel hair or something. Like, I don't know, I just love these brushes and I love working with them. So they're also very affordable, well, in Korea. Also, yeah, cone cactus. That art is like as large as a normal Van Gogh painting would be, and I really want to frame it in like a gorgeous like gilded frame, but yeah, frames are super expensive. So I'm just trying to plunder all the local thrift shops and see if I can find a good frame for it. Because it deserves it. I should probably try and remember all the artists, but I'm so bad at names. Oh, that needs a lot more yellow. Don't know if you can hear the noise of me trying to mix a color. Trying to color match. Meh. We'll have to do. It's like cool lichen patches on the tree here. I love that. There we go. It's getting a little bit darker here. Getting somewhere. And there's a rock over there, so I can't do much with this area. And then we got a shady area here. Don't want to block out too much grass on this side. Oh boy, I almost picked the wrong color. Haha. Don't do that, Anna. Okay. Got some darker grass over here. And I don't want to go over the bits where I want to have the flowers. That is what I mean with, like, it's watercolor is hard because I can't go over it with a bright color like blue and then have the same effect. Like, it just doesn't work. But I gotta persevere and just do it. Yep. Got a little bit more green. Okay, let's go shadow areas. You can do it. Probably have my focus face on, if you can even see my face, because I'm like inside the painting. Oh, I love this effect. I remember how I was saying, like, first stream, how I was shit at lighting effects, and now I'm like doing one of the not the hardest, but like a pretty distinct lighting effect. And I'm not mad about the results yet, so maybe today will be a win. Let's pray it's gonna be a win. So we're gonna have some flowers here. Oh, on camera it doesn't look bad. That's good. Another win. There we go. And around here. Just some spots. It really reminds me of the bluebell forests that you have in the UK. Don't know if you know those areas. I used to live in the UK, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. So many like wild hyacinths everywhere. It's just a carpet of blue. Absolutely love it. Since I'm talking about flowers, anyone here that also loves flowers? Because I have a cute story about flowers today. Might make you cry. I'm gonna tell it anyway, but if anyone has a favorite flower, please let me know. I actually really love peonies. Like the really big, opulent, fluffy flowers. Adore those. Alright, I'm gonna tell the story because I want to tell it. But today I was at my Zen classes. Like I do Zen meditation every Friday, and we had a special class about koan, which is like an unanswerable question basically that you ponder for a few years when you're in Buddhist training, and then your Zen master will like dismiss your answer to that question every time until you really truly have an acceptable answer in Zen terms. And today, my Zen master put a flower in front of the group, and it was like a large peony. So I was very happy because I love peonies. But we needed to ponder if the flower was alive or dead. If it was a lifeless object, or, you know. And then, obviously, people and I also went into discussing, okay, does it die when it is cut from the roots? You know, when you cut a flower, it starts to wilt, and it will usually, with like preservatives and stuff like that, it will stay for a few days, but then it will eventually wilt. And then we started to have rounds of answers, and each answer would get like a grade from our Zen master. And I almost got to 10, the highest grade, but I ruined it for myself because all the time I was like thinking of super poetic like notions of, is this flower dead or alive? And well, we came to the conclusion that we are all the same as the flower because we are all, well, wilting from the day we are born. Hello, I'm also a Buddhist. No, not yet, but working on that. But then something very cool happened. We were kind of like invited in, like, doing the thing that we really, really, really want to say and do in class. Like, not just thinking of what we should answer to appease the Zen master. And then there was one of my group members who is very shy, and she's always very emotional because she has trouble with speaking up for herself, and she's just a really lovely person. But yeah, we try to like empower her and find her own voice, you know, and she was like really struggling with finding answers to the question because she doesn't like dare to speak up, and her brain just blocks, like it completely freezes. And So that happened a few rounds of answering the questions. And then suddenly we were coming to like the closest to the best answer for the koan, the philosophical question or the Zen question. And suddenly my neighboring like the person who was sitting next to me on the pillows, he picked up the flower and gave it to her. And that was a really, really beautiful moment where everyone was just like, oh, was that allowed? Were we allowed to just pick up the flower and touch the flower? And then the Zen master said, good job. That's it. Like, you passed the test. um, that was really cool. And then a lot of other people started confessing that they wanted to, like, grab the flower for all this time and hold it and touch it as well. And the Zen master was like, see, that's what you should have done. Like, don't just sit here and try to answer the question. Engage with the flower. See it for what it is and be with the flower, you know. Perceive it, not just through thinking. Yeah, that was cool. I love my little Zen classes. That was so heartwarming. I actually let out a little tear after that. It was just so cute. And she was so like bewildered by the gesture of a guy from the group just randomly handing her the flower and making her feel like she belongs and she was special and we want her there. Yeah, that's cool. I love, yeah. I love that little community. Zen people. I actually kind of wanna like become like even better at like because you can actually get better at meditating. And I really want to do my best for myself and for the world because I notice so much like difference in how chill I am and how easy it is to brush off like annoying things. Yeah, it seems like meditation, like the Zen kind of meditation, makes you more resilient to, yeah, nasty things in life. Because they will happen. You can't stop them from happening. But you can choose how to deal with them. That's what meditation is doing for me, so that's pretty dope. And also just being with the group, like the Sangha, it's called Sangha. But I'll stop talking about Zen Buddhism now. I guess I was prompted by talking about Zen Buddhism because this looks pretty Zen. Calming. Yeah, need some more blue. There we go. Need a bit of a darker, washed out color. I'm not sure how saturated I'm gonna make this overall because it will take a while. But you know, it's nice having a little bit of a kick to the watercolor. Like it needs to pop a little bit. So I'm just slowly building up the contrast until I'm happy with it. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I can do it like this card, because that is like super dope art. But we'll try, no? Yeah. I am gonna cheat with a colored pencil after this to fill in a little bit of the areas where some like strands, they're not strands of grass, they're like halms of grass, grashalm. But yeah, I need to draw those in. My Dutch is Dutching today. There we go. Okay, I need these way more saturated. Come on. There we go. That's better. So I have a fear of using saturated colors. I always like unsaturate stuff with either Payne's Gray or whatever I use to mix colors. I shouldn't do that. I just should use the like green and yellow, and it's just fear. Fear in the way of progress. I'm being a little bit philosophical today. But I'll tell you a secret, that's actually how I am. So if you don't like philosophical, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get super existential at times. You'll have to handle that. I'm gonna make that a little bit more saturated as well in that area. There we go. I love how it looks. I think that looks better. Yeah. And then there's another shadowy area in the front. Yeah, okay. I need to fill that area in with some colored pencil. There we go. And now for the rest of the background. Green. But we need a diluted and muted green. because it's the background. There we go. Hopefully this is nice. Yeah. Fill in the leaves here. Can be a little bit more green. Not too grayish. Would be really nice if we could capture that feeling of sunshine through the leaves. That is just, that is for me the most gorgeous lighting that you can capture. But somehow I am cursed. Cursed to not be as observant enough to be able to do that. Maybe one day I need to take courses. I think that would be nice. But I don't have the money, because art courses are expensive. And before anyone says, oh, but you should just do online learning, I have ADHD and I cannot do things without body doubling or, you know, group support. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a different kind of motivation. I need a whole community to motivate me to do something. I'm working on that, you know. One day I'll wake up and I'll just be so intrinsically motivated to do stuff. But yeah, still, it sounds more fun to do things as a group, as a community. I'm a big community person. Sometimes that's difficult in the Netherlands because we are very individualistic society. But we're making our way. We got a really cool, like, garden group. So yeah, not bad. Not doing too bad. Ooh, I diluted that too much. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to put bushes in the back. Nope. Abort. Abort. Yeah. They still might work. Maybe here as well. There we go. Oh, I don't hate that. So, yay. I think I'm gonna use that color to do some of the leaves here. Foliage. That's enough there. There we go. Okay, I'm really enjoying this process because it's just painting nature and that really calms me down. Don't know if anyone has had the pleasure of painting nature scenes and feeling absolute bliss when doing it. Let's see where we're getting at. That tree looks a little bit wonky. That's okay. Gonna make it a little bit more indistinct. The original that I'm looking at also has really cool like lighting patterns of like sunbeams coming down through the leaves, but that is an effect that you need to plan ahead for with watercolors. It's a really neat digital effect that you can apply, but not in watercolor. But I mean, in any medium, probably like lighting effects are pretty darn cool if you can master those. Definitely not the easiest. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this area later, so leave everything to dry. Put a little shadow. Shady area here. There we go. Let's define Woolo a bit more. I'm picking the right color. They are very, very fuzzy. I want to keep the effect of like light on their back a little bit, so I'm not gonna do anything funny with the top side there. Yep. Let's see. It's a bit green. Wait. Should I make it more gray? Because on the card it does have a lot more grays, but they're, yeah. Don't make it too green. Can also make it a bit warmer with some brown. There we go. out a bit. Oh, I love the wool effect so much. Such a fuzzy creature. Oh, we got into super calming music territory. Gonna fall asleep. I don't mind. Actually, I really stream to like calm myself down and hopefully relax some other people in the process. Like, not for my game streams, they're a little bit more hyperactive. But for my painting streams, I just want it to be chill. Like, chill. Because there's a lot of loud stuff out there. And if you're neurodivergent like me, or anything like burnt out, or you still want to enjoy streams, I kind of miss the calm content. So that's why I really love like art streams and stuff like that. Sorry, now I'm like literally doing detail stuff. Already? Shouldn't allow myself to do that already. Just finish the damn painting, you know. Okay, we need a green highlight here. I don't know if that reads well. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, we've got the braids going down here. So I think I'm gonna color those. Shade the area here. Very fitting music for a peacefully sleeping Pokemon. There we go. This needs a little bit more shade as well. Do I think it is the wool shaded enough? I think so, Elaine. Hello, Dutch. Means a little bit tired, probably. There we go. Don't like that. Luckily with watercolors you have a little bit time to get your errors fixed. Thank you, Tom. I'm I'm actually really enjoying the fact that I'm letting myself just chill now. Because remember last stream, I was kind of hurrying myself because I wanted to be done within the time. And now I'm just, no, I'm just chill. Chill. It's a friggin' sleeping Pokemon. Not a Fortnite game. There we go. A Hatsuki D. Ooh, I'm gonna make that a really bright green in the back. Like right here is a really sunny patch. And over here too. God, I love that color. The almost fluorescent green when it's like early spring and everything is just screaming green at you. That's the best time of the year, in my opinion. I mean, are there any spring people out here? Like, spring is for me the best season. Depends on where you are in the world, but in my opinion, it's the best. Alright. Lovely green. Yeah, I'm gonna saturate this area too. There we go. And then I'll let it a little bit lighter on this side. As if it's flooding with light. Alright. I'll leave it like that. Trees can be a little bit darker. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Please be a nice layering color. Also with watercolors, it dries so much lighter than you apply it. And that's also one of the tells that I haven't really mastered watercolors yet, because I keep being surprised by how light everything is when it's dry. I'm always like, dang it, that was not the color I wanted. Okay, put a little more light effects through it. Please work. Not sure that did anything. some more yellow in between here. The branches. The back here. Brown. Yeah, I said I was gonna come back to that tree over there. I'm just making it a lot more dark. Do want to keep the like slight bluish color though, because I really like that. And then hit it with the other color. There you go. I like it. Bit of a lichen on the tree. I think it is time to bust out the blue and then the color pencils. And for the flowers, I want like a really vibrant blue. There we go. But then again, I don't want to fill everything in. Oh, Terry, that was my goal with this stream, is to make people so relaxed that they just drift off and then sometimes hear a crazy person talking about Zen Buddhism or paint or Pokemon. That is the goal here. No mistakes if people fell asleep. Very much what I want to achieve. A little bit of refuge. So there we go. Blue flowers. I think it suits well because I almost wanted to say Woolloomaloo, but that is a club that I used to go to. I think Wooloo has a very muted and neutral color theme, so you can basically just fill the area up with whatever color. That was a bit dark now. Come here, you. Color. This needs to be a little bit more impressionistic. When I was really young, by the way, because I've been using these really small brushes. I was obsessed with just using the smallest brush and then paint every leaf of like a tree that I was painting just one by one. I think I was a bit of a weird kid. Okay, I'm obsessed. Now I'm filling in the other colors, and I'm obsessed. I'm so excited for the colored pencil part, because then everything will come together. Just filling in the blue flowers. I'm just turning them into a fantasy rendition of an iris. Oh yeah, I can do ASMR streams and make people fall asleep on Twitch. That would be cool. And then if I raid someone that is super loud, no. That's evil. That is so evil. There we go. I also don't like talking very loudly, because if I talk, I get a little bit of anxiety actually. So I like to have a little bit of a softer voice, because it tends to strain my chords less, which in turn gives me less anxiety. Ooh, I just mixed in white with the blue. That is really nice. And then maybe I should lighten it a bit with even more white and a bit of yellow. I mean, it will turn green, but I think the blue flowers over here are turquoise anyway, because of the lights. Okay, they're a bit darker here again. Ooh, I like that effect. Ho 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 ho. Like the darker blobs in the shade. Okay. That's almost all blue flowers done. front of Hulu. There we go. Almost there. Right. You see they have little stems as well. So I might pop in a few stems for the blue flowers. Just one over here that is a little bit darker. In the corner. Okie-dokie. Artichoke. I want a nice blue sky, so no rain shall befall our Wooloo. There we go. Cool. Now for the fuck up time. Because this is color pencil. And you know what? I don't have any experience with colored pencil except for, you know, being a child and not having access to paints. So I'm just going in, seeing where it'll end. Just using these for the undercoat, for the shadows. I just don't want it to look like I've used colored pencil a lot. It's just tiny details. Just accents, I should say. Just stuff that I couldn't get to read very well in the, we can go there, in the watercolor. Oh yeah, I really like this. So cute. Let's see. Some are not really cooperative, these colored pencils. A bit hard. They're also very old. Because they used to be my dad's colored pencils, and I think he bought them maybe in the 60s. So these are vintage colored pencils. Obsessed. I'm obsessed. stinking cute. A bit of grass here. Let's see if this works. Bring in a little bit light. I mean, I could do this with watercolor, but I just wanted to fuck around and find out. I don't know how many are these. I'm just holding these in my hand and then trying to navigate those. Oh, this could be a nice shady area here. Because this is just moss. I just imagine that this whole area here is just moss. Maybe a little bit more watercolor. Because it is a little bit bare. I'm gonna stop touching the background and start on Wooloo. I'm just going back and forth between what I think is nice for the medium or for the painting. Oh, there's a very pink nose and pink inner ear. So gotta mix some color for that. Can be pinker. More pink. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not too dark. Oh bloody hell, this is such a... I need a tinier brush. But I moved them. This goes for a super tiny brush. Wait. Super small. Let's go. Can I do it with this one? The inside of the mouth of Ulu are a little bit darker. So I will color that later when everything's dry. There we go. Ooh, what am I gonna color the outline? I think a nice yellow. If this wants to work. No, I don't like this one. That's better. And I shouldn't forget about this little tail over here. Because it is so tiny. I mean, there's always parts that I would have liked to do differently, or, you know, when I'm painting like this, I'm like, oh shit, I made a mistake there, or whatever. But I really like this art so far. There we go. I think I'm also gonna make this part a little bit more green on the edge. So cute, so darn stinky cute. Almost there. I say while I continue to work on this for another hour. I don't know. Sometimes you think it is done and then it is not done. And sometimes you absolutely feel like you need to go on for another hour and then you're done in like 10 minutes. So I do not know. I am just talking crap. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that at that. Oh no, I don't like this one. Do the little tail. Where's my tiny brush? Ah. Okay, I think the tail is also that very dark brown. So we're just gonna water it down a little bit, but it'll be a very dark little tail. This is very detailed, so I'm like hunching over. Banana mode engaged. A little fluffy poopy tail. Oh, I like that. Let's darken up the ears a bit. Because I made them a little bit too light. Even for the lighting situation. I think I'm gonna leave the face like that. Yeah. And the horns. We're getting somewhere. Oh, this is such a lovely tiny brush. Still don't know who's a painter out there, but this is non-vegan. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's pure sale from Bake. Don't know if I ever bought this one, because I usually buy synthetic, so I might actually inherited this one. The only reason I can still paint without having any money is because I had a massive watercolor. You want to take a bite out of the fluff. Oh, thanks, corn-shaped cactus. Bloop. Now I want to let the face dry a bit. I'm gonna darken the braids hanging next to the face. Color them a little bit. Shapes are not so defined. Should define them a little better. Oh, I'm being so careful. I don't want to lose the braid. I feel I need to darken that area up a little bit. So I might just go with colored pencils here. Let's put some green for the ambient lighting. That was the word I was looking for earlier. Ambient lighting. So it reflects the color back from the surrounding area onto a white surface or like any surface, and it interacts. The colors interact with each other, and you get a completely different like shadow color. So I'm just gonna make it a lot more dark here. Well, not a lot more, but a little bit more contrast. Because otherwise you can't really tell what's going on there. I really don't want to hurry up, so I really just want to test my skills here. The floof is very lush. I love it. Using it as its own pillow. Oh, ah. Right. So going around here. The braids. I'm calling it braids, but they're just like hair thingies that come out of the side of the bangs. Don't know what they are. Okay, it's time to lock in the contrast with the colored pencils. Poop. So I'm being really focused. Please be pretty. My brain is like, please be pretty, please be pretty. Oops, sorry. I'm very pleased. Kitty sleeping. Doesn't want to catch a wooloo like this. So I wouldn't recommend trying to catch a wooloo. Just chilling. That's just Pokemon abuse. Yeah. Almost there. Yeah, don't catch sleeping Pokemon. I think there's also like isn't there a law against it in the world of Pokemon? Don't catch sleeping Pokemon. Like an unwritten law. I'm gonna line the nose. And I do have a very pink pencil. I'm just gonna dive into my painting so I can do the detail. The mouth needs to be a lot darker on the inside. Let's see, how are we gonna achieve that? Didn't like it. See if this still works. If I really frick up, I'll get some gouache out. Okay, I'll try it with a pencil. Because I didn't like the watercolor effect. Maybe dark purple. There, fixed it with just graphite. I'm sorry. Just see, sometimes you just gotta cheat. Oh, I'm gonna have a different music, or has YouTube? Oh, yep. Distinguished. Okay, that's a little face. Okay. Yo, it looks like we're almost done. Hehe. I actually listened a lot to this music when I was a child. I love it. I love this music so much. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I think we're done. No? None? Are we done? Wait. Apparently not. There we go. Little more of a... There we go. A willow sleeping in the meadow. Or a glade somewhere. Very, very distinguished on. A little bit of grasses. Grass. Here and there, I think that'd be nice. I was missing some grass over here. really neat though. Don't touch it anymore, Anna. So, I think I should probably show the one from last week, which was Applin and Arvin's sandwich that we made vegan. But yeah, this is this week's Wooloo based on these two cards. I'm very pleased. I don't know. What say y'all? Actually, pretty dope. I'll probably see all sorts of mistakes when I wake up tomorrow morning and I think, what the hell did I make? But for now, I really, really like it. So yeah, Hobbs Wooloo and the Darumaka surroundings. I'm not gonna do a giveaway this week because I want to do it a little bit different than last week, because last week it was through like a raffle within the stream, but I think I'm just gonna do it off stream so people can just take their time and think about it if they want to participate or not. But next week I'll be hopefully Applin, hopefully, well, not raffling, but giveawaying this one. So I'll probably put like a giveaway page up on my Instagram or on Twitch if I can find the time to finally update my panels and all that jazz. I really need to do that, but my cosplay schedule is a bit insane right now. I'm actually going to cosplay Chilchuck from Dungeon Meshi, and Ciel from Expedition 33. So Ciel is gonna be Friday, and then on the Monday after, I am doing Chilchuck for a photo shoot, like a Dungeon Meshi photo shoot. So yeah, Twitch will be a bit bare. I'm sorry. Actually, in July, I am really, really going to upgrade my Twitch page and going to do a lot more stuff with my other with the panels and with my other pages. So hopefully, like integrating my Ko-Fi and stuff like that. I'm just looking for someone to raid, honestly. So let me just look up someone that is maybe painting instead of like a really loud game after this stream. Let's see, next stream. I wanna know. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna rate another watercolorist that I kind of found on Twitch that I really like. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And it doesn't matter if you don't want to. I don't mind how many people are coming with the raid. You know, a raid of one person is still a raid. But yeah, a little bit information on this one. I'll probably also will be doing a giveaway for this one, but then the week after, or at like beginning of July. But inevitably, pretty much all the paintings that I make here will be given away, because I like doing that, and I just scan them in, like I scan my paintings, and then it will, yeah, hopefully work out for me. Alright, let's do this. Can I rate this person? Hopefully it works. Okay, let's go raid. It's actually a really good watercolorist, so I hope you don't see my non-skill afterwards. Thank you for watching, and I really, really, really hope to see you next week again. This was really fun, so peace out.